Hey guys, how are we doing today and welcome back. First, I just want to say a big thank you for the love I received on my last video, which is the first video I uploaded in quite a while. Thank you very much. And going forward, I just kind of want to upload when I feel I want to upload, when I've got time to upload, but I want to keep the channel really just casual and just come to you as I normally would be, because in my everyday life, I don't look Instagrammable. Nobody looks Instagrammable in everyday life. You know, this is generally how I go about. I do tend to do something with my hair, but I never really wear makeup unless it's for Instagram or if I'm going somewhere nice. And having a 4-year-old is very demanding work. So yeah, I just want to keep things really low key, really just no pressure to look a certain way and just very casual. Bringing to you products that I really enjoy, bringing to you things I do in my makeup routine, and just keeping it, like I said, very casual. So I hope that's okay with you guys. So today we're doing a little brow routine, just showing you guys what products I use and obviously how I achieve my brows. But again, everybody's brows are going to be different, and what I do with mine is probably maybe not going to be to the next person's liking. So this is in no shape, way or form telling you how to do brows. It is just showing you how I do mine. And again, before we get started, I just wanted to tell you what's on my lips right now. I am wearing the Makeup Obsession So Lip Balm. These are fantastic. I'm wearing mango right now, and these are £5 and they're available in 6 different flavours. I will be doing a small video on these, just sort of bringing to you the products I received in PR. So there are the lip balms available, also the cheek and lip duos are available, and you also have the illuminating sticks as well. They're all available to buy from today, which is the 4th of March, and you can get them on revolutionbeauty.com. They will obviously be making their way to like Boots and Target and things like that, but we don't have an exact date yet. So now that I have talked about this, I mean, these are also infused with castor oil, so they're going to be really nourishing on the lips. I mean, I definitely feel my lips are like sucking that nourishment in, because at this time of year my lips do get quite dry. So let's begin with the products we're going to use here today. So I have 3 products. That is pretty much all I use for my brows. Nothing too elaborate. So the first thing is obviously my brow pencil, which is the Revolution Pro microblading pencil. So obviously one end you get the pencil, and then the other end you've got your spoolie, which is pretty standard for most of these pencils, to be fair. It's really quite weighty, so I like that because I feel it sits in the hand well. It's not like moving anywhere. I get a lot of control. And then I also go in with a brow gel. I used to use the Barry M Clear Brow Gel, which is a really good gel, but I've kind of gotten back into my Primark Brow Gel, and this is in dark brown. And then to carve them out, I use the Revolution Pro Conceal Palette in light. Brush wise, I just use a flat brush. I've actually forgotten to get my brushes, so give me 1 sec and I shall go and get them. Okay, so we are back. I use 2 brushes for eyebrows. I use this Morphe brush here, which is just like a flat-sided brush. As you can see, it has already been used yesterday for doing my brows. And I use this one, which is a Zoeva Concealer Buffer. And that is pretty much it product-wise and brush-wise, what I use for my brows. So let's get started and take our Revolution Pro pencil. And we're going to take the spoolie side first, and I am just going to brush them up. I'm obviously going to do one on camera, one off, just to save a little bit of time. So really brush them up and get them nice and fluffy so you can see where you want to go. You're obviously wanting to follow the shape of your brow, and a way to do that is obviously just even using what you've got in your hand, and from your nose to the outer corner is where you want your tail, and then moving that to going across the pupil of your eye is where you want the arch, and then moving it dead aligned with the nose, that's where you want obviously the brow to start as well. Now it's up to you whether you really like a really bold brow, whether you want a faded brow. That is obviously personal preference. For me, I kind of start from where my arch would be, working down with the pencil, and I'll show you what I mean right now. So let's get onto the pencil side, and I'm just lifting it up a little bit. You don't want to obviously have your pencil like fully out in case you break it. So we're going to start off, I always do from the start and just sort of put in that line where I want the brow to be. You don't obviously want either to draw that line and then come down and make it look really sharp, really boxy, not good. But if that's your personal preference, all power to you. So we're just going to draw the line, and I usually go in, following the curve of the brow, and down to the tail. So that is the line. My brows are needing some attention, you know, they're needing waxed, plucked, whatever. And then when it comes to the top, I tend to obviously brush them down. I'm just going to move the mirror slightly forward so I can get a better view. So I start from here. It'll go right here. I start from here. And I just start drawing on that line. Bringing it down. I don't like the arch to be too high, too low, too boxy. So a really nice just curved line. And then what I do is I use the pencil and really just as if you were drawing a picture, colouring it in. I just then colour in the tail of the brow, using the spoolie, just brushing up so you can see the underneath. Going back in again and just really colouring that in so I've got the depth for the tail of the brow. So that's what we have so far. So as you can see, there's nothing really at the front here. So what I tend to do with the front is just using the pencil, I go in very, very lightly. So you may want to put like your fingers at the bottom so that there's less pressure. And then we're going to just go in and very, very lightly I draw a very faint line. Very faint. Then for the bottom, I use the pencil and flick upwards. So basically you are drawing in brow hairs. So I just flick a few of those at the front and then sort of gently blend it all in, and then I use the spoolie. So let's go and do that now. So just from the line, flicking upwards so you've got some like brow-like hairs. Then again very lightly, just blending all that in. Again, I'm going to go in with the spoolie again so that we kind of see what we've got. But as you can see, we've got some of the hairs going in there. I am going to continue filling out that because you don't want it looking bald either. So again, going in. And then just going back over that tail again. And that is pretty much all I do with my pencil. So as you can see, it is lighter here than it is there. So I really go in and darken that, and then just using flicking motions, I draw in some hairs. Very lightly, I draw a line at the front so that it's faded, but not overly faded. You know, personal preference. Then what we do is we're going to conceal them first. So going in, as you can see, these are the three colours that I like to use the most for the brows, simply because I then go in with shadow. So I like to have a little bit of a sticky base. Now, of course, you could use whatever concealer you want, or you could use the P. Louise base if you've got that and you want to carve your brows out with that. Again, it's all personal preference and what you like to use in the products that you're familiar with. This is just what I like using at the moment. Of course, I always like switching things up and switching products up and just seeing what works best. So I may find something better in the future. But for now, this is what I'm using. So I'm going to go in with these two here. So this is just a really, really fair concealer, and this one is white. And I kind of mix the two of them together. So just grabbing some on the brush. I then start at the front and work my way around. So as you can see, just placing it right under that brow. And again, curving the brush so that you're not getting that boxy look. And then once I've got the line, I kind of just pull it down, and then I would start filling the eye area in. So we'll go ahead and do that. So now that we've filled that in, you will have to excuse the green look here. I do a lot of one look, like one eye looks on Instagram, and this is the eye I tend to use, so that's why it's like a little more stained than the other one. So to obviously carve out the top, I don't use as much as I would for the underneath. I kind of just go in really gently, like nothing too much at all. And then follow the brow. And once I've got that initial line, I then just do the same as I would the top, but I tend to go from the line, pulling it outwards. Just like so. And that is pretty much the carving done. Then what I would use is the concealer buffer, and I just tend to buff out this area here, because obviously once I've done the eyeshadow, I'll be going in there with foundation, so you won't see any of that anyhow. And the same for the underneath, I'm just sort of gently buffing that into the skin. Just like so. So that is how I do my brows now. Is like I said, there's not a lot to it really, and again, it's all personal preference and what products you like to use and the techniques that you've got that you like. This is just how I use it, and I thought I'd come on and show you guys like what I do. And that is it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off into the other brow, and I'll be right back. Guys, we are back. So that is both eyebrows done. Now I don't know about you, but I've always got my favourite brow, which is this one. This one's okay, but it never seems to be the same as this one. We all know that struggle. So the last step obviously in the brow routine would be to set your brows and make sure that they're going to stay all day or stay for whatever event you've got going on. So I'm using the PS Define, and like I said, this is in dark brown, and it is only £1. Can't complain with that. So I tend to just, when I take it off, I obviously scrape it off because I don't want too much going on there. I don't want to make them look really standing out and bold. So I start off the tail area, and that's where I do most of the pressure. And again, tail area. And then just with whatever's left, I just very, very gently go through the front. And that is pretty much it, guys. That is my brow routine. That is what I do on a daily basis when I'm doing my makeup for Instagram, or if I am going out, which is never. This is what I would do to achieve my brows. So I really hope you've liked this tutorial, and I really hope you have, it's kind of given you any ideas or hints on how to do your own brows, or just kind of showing you a different way in doing brows, whatever the case may be. I just want to thank you guys for checking it out and watching, and we will see you in the next one.